in that movie, there's a woman, she gets possessed by a demon, but it's so powerful that once she goes back into the house, they try to take her out of the house, her whole body starts burning. And the ones who were trying to exorcise her, they realized the demon's gotten too powerful where it won't let her leave. And if she does, she's gonna die as soon as she steps out. But that's how it is with y'all, man. Those demons, y'all they won't leave y'all. And it's impossible for y'all. That's why y'all are 2/3. That's why y'all got that title 2/3 in y'all, because it's impossible for y'all to leave that house that y'all abide in. And y'all can't.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the old ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
And y'all said that y'all will not walk therein. Y'all already professed it. Y'all already said it. Y'all already declared that y'all don't want this new thing. Or this really was an old thing. Yeah.
It's like it said in Luke 5 and 39, it said, no man also having drunk old wine straightway desireth new. For he saith, the old is better.
Yep. But y'all don't want this. And the reason I say it was new, because y'all don't want, we're speaking about.
Oh yeah, it's a new.
But it is. But that's why I said it is old. It was an original thing from the beginning. What was always supposed to be. But that's why I was saying, like, y'all don't want what we're preaching about, because we've come out of it and we have this new type of society on us that's wicked as hell. But y'all, I remember the brothers speaking about in the video, man, of Jacob. They were, one of the brothers made a comment about y'all 2/3, how y'all can't imagine a world without the white man ruling over y'all and having the things that y'all have. Y'all can't imagine that, but that negative understanding that y'all got. Because we already know y'all people love lies so much, y'all love oppression. Y'all love being in this state of complacency, yeah. But when y'all don't even realize your own enemy is about to put war on you.
And he's still your enemy. He's always been your enemy. This is Titus chapter 1, verse 15. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
Yep, unto every good work reprobate. So when we're coming out here telling you about that old path coming back into order, y'all don't want it. Y'all deny it. And, you know, that's one another thing too, man. Y'all people want to be something in a place that's that's what I was just saying. You know, in this time, what did Esau get? He got the world. You know, he governs the world. He has the power right now. But I heard it again from Shibala, but he was saying that it's in Ezekiel about the distributing of the land of the kingdom. He heard it. And where would the other land, other tribes be in the universe? See, Esau only got the earth. And y'all people, you 2/3, this is all you got. In the kingdom, Israel, we're gonna get the earth. Yahushua's gonna have the earth, but we're gonna be coming to it, and it's gonna be beautiful. But we're gonna also be having the universe. We're gonna be having the technology. We're gonna know how to use the elements in the proper use.
We're gonna use our brains are gonna be fully activated. And we're gonna have superhuman powers.
I honestly still cannot imagine, because like I told me when I was talking to him a while back, that he said anything in the kingdom is going to be possible. Because I asked him about, and I was looking at my dogs, you know, and I was like, I want to talk to him real quick.
They're thinking.
Because I was thinking about the story of Balaam. But the reason that Ass was able to talk to him, because he was doing something wicked. But I was like, what if I wanted to talk to my pit bull in the kingdom? Man, he goes, anything would be possible. I was like, all right, I just wanted to know, man. But man, that's the thing, man. Y'all 2/3, y'all want this. Y'all want cracked up roads with dirty ass paths, with rivers that are dried up, with the place that sells you pork all day, giving you tapeworms in your body. That's what y'all want, man. Y'all don't. Why wouldn't you want a kingdom where anything is going to be possible? We're going to be nourished, prospered. Anything will be possible. Enjoying life. Where you don't have to worry about waking up the first thing in the morning and your mind's already contemplating about trying to do something extremely wicked.
Or worrying about bills.
Yeah,
rent,
there you go.
Your woman being a fucking whore, or you know, your flesh,
yeah.
you're sick, school, your children at school, work, slaving at work. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
God, and that's what we're waiting on. The elect, man, we're going to inherit far more better things. Far, like I said, exceeding. I'm made a comment about, he had made a comment, how fair would it be if you did 500 years of sin, but you had an eternity of burning up in hell. What he was saying, he was making an example that the Most High is merciful. The scriptures tell you, man, in Malachi, that when the Most High blesses you in the kingdom, and when the kingdom comes, it's going to be to where you don't have no room for that new blessing. Israelite's going to be like, whoa, hang on, Father, let me. And he's going to be like, nah, take it. We got so much beautiful things coming to the kingdom, man. And in righteousness. That's the main part, in righteousness. Like the brother was making examples. You ain't got to worry about, you're not going to wake up. You're going to have a perfect, the very first night after the elect's done eating the Yahweh Shai and the Most High, you're going to go to sleep and wake up beautifully. Not going to have to worry about their kid that maybe
get a full night's rest.
A full night. You're going to have to...
No interruptions.
You know, like today, I got to sleep with my AC on all the time because it makes some noise that helps me sleep. I ain't gonna need no loud ass fan blowing in my ear to help me sleep, or I ain't gonna have to worry about a train coming by. You know.
I got this. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that had not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses, and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build, and another inhabit. They shall not plant, and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble. For they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. And the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, save the Lord.
You know, and another question is like, how do y'all 2/3 want this, man?
How would you not want the kingdom?
Right.
But 2/3, you ain't gonna, go ahead and speak.
Well, also real quick, like you were saying, well, if you notice in the beginning of the scripture of the whole thing you read, it said that, behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former should not be remembered.
It's talking, but real quick, the new earth, the new heaven is talking about a new rulership, which is Jerusalem,
right?
Israel,
right?
The Prince of Powers is who's gonna be in power.
Right. Yeah. Yep. But it's like you said, it's not the former should not be remembered. I mean, it's just going to be so glorious in the kingdom. We ain't going to be thinking about America.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's going to be like just another rock on the fucking ground, you know? Kick.
Hey, and
nothing valuable about it. It's temporal, you know?
Like the brothers made a comment or made jokes about it too. How like, you know, in the kingdom. I mean, we're gonna America. This what's going on right now. It's gonna be written in the records, man. It's gonna be for a remembrance. It's one of the glory things. It's one of the glory things of the Lord. That, like I said in Isaiah, how it said, it shall be no more called the Lord that liveth that brought the people out from Egypt, but the Lord that liveth that brought them out from the north. Because this is one of the places where the Most High is going to show His power.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the greatest deliverance ever. This last time. You know, although the time of Moses, that was a great deliverance, but this one's going to be, it's going to outdo that one, outshine it.
But the brothers were saying that, like, you know, some brothers make comments like, they'll be like, in the kingdom, well, the kingdom meant everything. Like he was getting how the lion and the sheep shall eat straw together. Everything's just going to be in harmony, and we're going to be able to chill with each other, with each brothers constantly on a daily basis, feasting all the time, you know. But you'll make a comment like, you may have your brother one day be like, you want to take a trip back to America real quick? And you're in your chariot drinking some wine and be like the scripture say, you're going to hiss at it when you look at it. You're going to see it. You know, you're going to see America and be like, damn, look at that. Look what happened to it. You know, but getting back on the scripture, like that's what we got coming. Eternal glory. And the scriptures tell you very clearly, man, that this is a forever perpetual thing. We got righteousness coming back in order though too, because a lot of brothers think that, you know, we're gonna be ruling like Esau on that day, which we're not. The only people we're gonna be on hard from day one is Esau. Because of everything he's done.
Like it said in Isaiah 63, right? 64, that if the serpent's gonna be, he's gonna eat the dust. You know, that you Edomites, y'all gonna go into slavery, man. You know, y'all gonna be eating the, you know, whatever, you know, the lesser shit. Which, I mean, they ain't gonna be nothing lesser in there, but y'all gonna be slaves. You heathen too.
Yep. But the brothers bring it out that righteousness because, like again, the Most High is right. The Most High is merciful. He's righteous. So the brothers were saying that, like how today, like in today's society, if you do what you're supposed to do, according to Esau, you're not prospering. But I mean, he doesn't wickedness. You gotta be a faggot in order to do something in this society. But it's showing that if you listen to him, you prosper, right? Same way in the kingdom, except all you gotta do is you gotta obey the Israel. You gotta obey the Most High Israel. As long as you go along with the program and you do it willingly, you're gonna prosper as well. And there are other nations of the heathen. There's some nations that are friends to Israel, like is it the Persians, I believe, Iranians, yeah, because they did show love to Israel at points, but they're not equal to us, you know. We're just saying like they were the friend, because like you brought it out, they know that those so-called Jews up in Israel today, they're not the real Jews, and they hate them. It is beautiful how Darius, in the time of the Medes and the Persian Empire, what did he do? He allowed, what was it, 1 million Jews to go back. I think it was like 1 million that he allowed to go back to Jerusalem to build the wall up. Same thing what he did with Daniel. He was troubled all night when Daniel was in the pit. He cared for him. What did he do? He rose immediately in the morning, ran to where the lion den was, and he was like, Daniel, are you okay? You know, they're gonna be friends of Israel, but you gotta be under us.
I got Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. It says, but beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
Right. To those that inherit the promise, which is Israel. But as long as you do everything in order in the kingdom, you're going to prosper as well. But you're not going to be equal to us. You're still going to be under us. You have to pay tribute to Israel.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. It says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him."
There you go. And like I said in what was that, Romans chapter 13, that he is not a terror unto good works. You know, like if Abba Shabbat said, if there's an Edomite walking down the street in the kingdom and he ain't doing nothing, he ain't gonna say nothing. You know, if there's an Arabian, an Ishmaelite walking down the street, he ain't doing nothing, he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing. He's just gonna walk his path. But that's righteousness. Because like out here, you got these cops today. They're constantly, man, seeking who they can devour, seeking out who they can stop next, trying to arrest. That's why they got the whole bullshit. Let me see your license and registration. Because that's that one thing they know they can ask. And if you ain't got it, they can get you immediately. But that's where that separation of righteousness and wickedness is occurring. Right now we're living in a wicked time. Like I said in Isaiah, let favor be shewed to the wicked, but he's going to be taken out. We got that new rulership coming in, where it wasn't righteousness.
This is Revelations chapter 2, verse 9. "I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." And that's the point. You're going to receive a crown for enduring this work, for putting your trust in the Lord. That's what you're going to be rewarded. You're not going to be unrewarded. Talking to the elect. I ain't talking about you fucking heathen. I ain't worried about y'all. Because y'all going to be put in slavery and that's it. I don't give a shit if you do good, whatever. I'm talking about the elect. You're going to receive a crown. And get the one in 2 Timothy chapter 2 where it says, be a good soldier for Yahweh Shai.
That's got Revelations. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Verse 1. "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Yahweh Shai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach."
That's who we have to endure hardness for, is Yahweh Shai. To you know, living up to the scriptures to the best of our ability, rehearsing the righteous acts, which are the laws, statutes, and commandments, and putting our trust, believing in his name, and have faith. Because like I read earlier in Hebrews 11, it says that he that is without faith cannot please the Most High. You know, you're not going to be rewarded. You 2/3 are not doing. You're not pleasing him. You're not going to be rewarded for good. You're going to be rewarded for evil. Therefore, you're going to be brought down to you're going to be trampled in the mud, in the mire.
It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach." No man of court entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Yeah, us men that are coming, that were called to do the work of the Heavenly Father, His bidding. We're not supposed to let ourselves, our spirit, get entangled in the world's affairs, man. Because it will swallow us up. Just like the sower and the seed. You know, those that weren't no good, what happened? They withered away and they died. They were bundled up in little, they got all this straw, this grass. What is this meant for the fire? You know? You gotta endure hardness. And a good soldier, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, warreth not with the affairs of the world. Although we're going to have tribulation in the world, because that's just a part of our life. We got to suffer. Suffering makes us perfect. Okay? But going through all that hell for the Lord of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to be rewarded in the kingdom. But the rest of you, you're gonna get it now. You're gonna get it now, and then at the end of the downfall of America.